Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Risley. Risley actually never thought he would be in a position to see something as horrible as this happen, and yet it did. It was a terrifying moment for the two of you, something that was right out of your nightmares, when you saw that knife sink into your abdomen. He could only look in horror for a moment before immediately rushing towards you. And the person who had stabbed you, that person, they really were unlucky. Because from that moment, Risley had no rules or laws to respect. He took them apart. He didn't hold back at all, screaming as he kept on hitting them and punching them, all until barely anything remained. And you were too tired to do anything, resting against the wall, trying to breathe properly. Risley, Risley, please just stop. Come here. In your soft voice, almost akin to a whisper. It still gets him back from where he is in his mind. It still makes him stop, and it still makes him come to you immediately, holding your hands, trembling as he looks at you. Oyan, my dear, my love. Look, you can just hold on for me, okay? And he tore off just a little bit of his shirt and tied it around the wound, looking at you with desperation in his eyes. He wanted you to be okay, to make sure that nothing would happen to you, more than what already did. You'll be okay. Please trust me, Oyan. You'll be fine. Just trust me, okay? You'll be just fine, he said, picking you up in his arms, and you were on the verge of passing out. Meanwhile, Risley could only pray that you would be fine and that you would wake up okay, because the injuries you've sustained were far from normal. The way you were bleeding also told him this was not just a shallow stab. So, when he finally got you to Sadrian, since he has known her healing abilities and the way that she treated many prisoners, finally he was assured that you would be fine. It took a lot of talking from her and convincing for him to relax and to know that you would be just okay. And even as you rested unconscious, he was sitting beside you, holding your hand, and he felt guilty for what happened. But he knew that no matter what happened in the future, he will make sure not to repeat a mistake like this again. He will take care of you, and he will make sure that you would be fine, that no one would hurt you ever again, no matter what. This is something that he will swear on himself, and he will abide by, just to make sure you're safe, and a mistake like that never ever gets the chance of being repeated. Scaramouche. Scaramouche was freaking out the moment he saw this happen. He flew over to you as soon as he could, and he actually defeated the enemy with ease. That was something he expected. But what was not, and what was never in his calculations, was to see that wound on your abdomen. He didn't know what to do. Fear just completely encapsulated him, and he felt frozen in place, like he couldn't do anything at all. So, it was terrifying, more than anything in the world. But he knew he had to just get out of that catatonic state to make sure that you live. Moyan, please, you can hear me, right? You're still awake? I am. Just get me to someone who can heal me, please. You say, and your pained voice is what spurs him on to act as fast as he can, perhaps to an even impossible speed. He finds himself carrying you and flying as fast as he can to someone, anyone, and he hopes in that moment that the Dendro Archon can help you. He doesn't know the Dendro Archon can heal. She fixed him, but he is not exactly healed normally, and he recovered under her. But he hopes she can help him, or she can get him to a healer. He doesn't know many people in Sumeru, but as soon as he gets to her, she takes you gently in her arms, and she heals you, and you can only watch in awe and in relief as the wound closes and he holds your hand. He doesn't know how he's not cried yet. He doesn't know what he can do right now, but he knows that if there is anything in the world, he's thankful and grateful that he has you. He wraps his arms around you tightly, and that's when he cries, when he buries his face into your neck. And Nahida, she just leaves you two together. She knows she cannot talk to him right now, especially in such a state. So she leaves you in hopes that by nighttime she can give him nicer dreams, both you and him. You really didn't feel any pain after she healed you, but you could feel Scaramouche's pain, and the way he was terrified for you. The way you wrapped your arms around him tightly to pull him in, to tell him that you will be here, and that no force in the world could ever dare to take you away. I'm okay, love. Please. I'll be fine, Scaramouche. You did well. You saved me. You say, and he just closes his eyes, holding on tighter, like if you let go just for a second, you would disappear from his arms. He knows it's not true, but with the events that happened today, it honestly seemed more likely. It was also a reminder just how fragile humans can be, and how much you needed to care for your life and make sure that you're never in such dangers again.